And we take this conversation further with Nigerian Public Affairs analyst Deyemi Saka, who joins us now. Deyemi, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. There's always been a religious divide and tension between the north and the south of Nigeria, predominantly between the Muslim south and the Muslim north and the Christian south of Nigeria. What has flared up in recent times that has drawn the ire of Donald Trump?
Well, let me correct a misconception or a misrepresentation of the true situation on ground. Nigeria is divided into 6 geopolitical zones: northwest, northeast, north central, southwest, south-south, south-southwest. In northwest, is predominantly Muslim. In northeast, kind of balanced. North central, predominantly Christians. In southwest, it has a conglomeration of probably, a fusion of 3 major religions, the Christianity, Islam, and the African traditional religion. Southeast is predominantly Christian, same with south-south. So, if according to official figures from last census and projections from the National Bureau of Statistics, the southwest even have more Muslims than Christians. So it's not a case of a Muslim north and a Christian south.
Right.
It's not that.
So let's talk about.
Yes, in the northwestern parts of the country, yes, there's predominantly Muslim. There's Sharia laws and what have you. Even in those regions, this northwest, you have a sizable population of Christians as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about what is quite the diverse Nigeria that you describe. And I mean, if you go to places in the northeast, like Owerri in Imo State, for instance, you'll find that there are multiple cultural, and multiple religious configurations that live together, but there isn't any sort of violence there. Where does the perception of Christian persecution come from that Donald Trump seems to draw on, if at all?
With all sense of responsibility, respect, and to sovereignty of any country, I won't speak ill of any president or a commander-in-chief of any country, but I'm both to say that President Trump is speaking from a position of huge knowledge gap about Nigeria. And what does that mean? And I'll tell, we've been battling with insecurity, terrorism for a while. Since 2009, that Boko Haram started in Borno State. But let's situate things in the right perspective and true perspective. The first major casualty of Boko Haram in Borno State was a Muslim. The cousin to.
Oh, seems like we have lost our guest there. We're going to try and reestablish that connection so we can continue that conversation as our guest there, Mr. Saka, describes the terroristic persecution where we saw Boko Haram, for instance, abduct and persecute the Muslim community and not the Christian community as Donald Trump seems to perceive of. We'll continue that conversation on the other side of this break.